Speaking of favorites, let's pivot to Arsenal quickly before we move to Chelsea and like speaking of Anthony, their version of Anthony is Havertz, isn't it? Why is my man persisting with this guy? Yeah? Because I was watching them play and like they were playing. It wasn't great, but it was decent. But it seemed there was like an Arsenal team that was passing the ball around, moving. Everyone knows where because they largely played the same team they played last season. But there was Havertz just there. Do you know what I mean? Just disturbing stuff. Do you know what I mean? He was like, they just put me out there, and I'm just like, oh, right, what are we doing? Do I move? Do I stay? Is this where I go forward? Like he just looked like he was just in the way. Gave the ball away for the
goal, yeah.
For the Rashford goal. I mean, just before that, he could have scored. You know what I mean? People were saying that could have kickstarted his career, but big man, this man scored in the Champions League final. Yeah, that didn't kickstart nothing. So I want to hear that about kickstart career business. Do you know what I mean? He scored on the biggest stage there is, apart from a World Cup final. You know what I mean? And that didn't kickstart nothing. So let's not do that, innit?
Yep.
You know. But then for Arsenal, it was an interesting game. I just thought it was a bit. Onana again. Both keepers didn't really have to make too many saves. They got the job done. You know what I mean? Of course. You know what I mean? They were, the better team for me. You might disagree, but I think they were the better team. But not by much. I was watching that game. I didn't look at that game and thought, they are 10 times better than United. You know what I mean? I looked at it and I looked at it and thought, they're better than United. But it didn't look like there should be a gap that they say it was.
Okay.
They were talking that they were going to wallop you.
Wait.
But it didn't look that way.
One second. Let me get this straight.
1 second.
So last week, right, or the week before, we all said if Man United play the way they do play and play against Arsenal, they're going to get ripped apart, right?
Hold on. But we also did say we were not convinced with what Arsenal did against Fulham. You remember? Because because that was the 1-1, innit?
Man, just remember, he only had what he wanted to hear.
You know what I mean? This guy's just trying to do agendas. You know them ones there.
No. All I was going to say is, right, you're telling me you're surprised why I said there was an improvement to how we played all season in this game. And then at the same time, you're saying, well, Arsenal didn't actually...
No. You said you was happy.
You said about the improvement. You were talking about the improvement.
Happy with the improvement.
Exactly. I was not happy with the way United played, yeah? I think there's a lot to be said about Arsenal as well. I think they were not... obviously they're going to come away with the win. You know what I mean? It's so, it's so wonderful right now. But performance-wise, by their own standards, I think they haven't quite kicked on yet. You know what I mean? And a lot of it, to me, is funny enough to do with Havertz.
Man, just putting a whole blame on one.
I'm putting the blame on Havertz because what's his name? Gabriel was back in the team, which he should have been.
I'm so annoyed by that. I knew this guy was gonna bring him back against United, bro.
Gabriel was back. Zinchenko was back at left back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Ben White was back. Ben White was back. Even though, yes, like I said, he was having troubles with Rashford at times. Going forward, every time I've seen him play this season, he's been robbed of an assist. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? He's like literally just robbed. Yeah, like with people not finishing his crosses. So they look much better with that back four that they've always had. So the injury to Partey was, to me, that's probably a blessing in disguise, because Partey against Rashford, that could have been political, boy. That could have been absolutely political.
All I wanted to see was Partey there and Gabriel out the team. I knew having Gabriel would have been...
Declan Rice, even without scoring the goal, I thought he done his job again. Do you know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question? Do you think he bossed the midfield? Because I've been hearing this comment and I don't know if
but that's just you being triggered, isn't it? I'm saying he done his job, innit? He was good.
No, I'm asking, because this is what Twitter said afterwards.
Yeah, but that's Twitter, though. I don't think anyone bossed. No one bossed the midfield, because, like I said, I don't think any. I didn't watch that game and was impressed by either.
Nah, he bossed it still.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, but again, of the midfielders that were there, I think Odegaard was the best one, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Rice done his job.
He done his job. He bossed it. The man they couldn't. They couldn't touch him.
Exactly. I think Havertz was just in the way, bro. And then Odegaard, I'm gonna have to give Odegaard his props once again. Another big game, quote unquote. He's turned up. Last season, he wasn't turning up in these kind of games when things were a bit tough, when they were a bit behind. You know what I mean? He wasn't turning up. This season in the Community Shield, he turned up.
I have to say,
you know what I mean? This game, he turned up. He was cooking.
I have to say,
every good thing was coming, you know what I mean, somehow through him.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, just to add on that point, right? Obviously, we know my opinion of Odegaard all the way from the Real Madrid days. I was always thinking he's a luxury player. He doesn't really stand up and all the rest. But this is another big game I've watched, and I'm like, he's trying. Or actually, in this case, he was more successful. He was actually doing stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can count on my hands how many times Bruno stepped up in a big game. And I'm not liking this comparison. Because I'm looking at this game. Man United take the lead. Bruno's not part of it. Usually he's part of it, right? And then there's no agenda against him. I'm just saying I need more from him, right? Just want to make that clear before someone click this and try and say that I have an agenda. But this game, for instance, Man United take the lead. I knew here that out of the two captains, Odegaard was going to score and bring Arsenal back to the fold. I didn't even know how he was going to do it, but I knew he would be involved somehow. Either that key pass or a goal himself. And to see him then score within literally seconds, I thought, okay, cool. That's one up, Odegaard. Bruno, it's your turn. Yeah. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. No, I saw nothing. And I was just sitting there thinking, boy, this is questionable. Because what's going to happen is he's going to play a game against some other mid-table team, get 2 assists, and everyone's going to start going, oh, look at that. He's a leader. He's a leader. Because this is the same thing that happened against Tottenham. And I was same thing. I was watching that game going, all right, Bruno, I need you to give me extra. Nothing. Nottingham Forest done something. Or everyone started saying, nah, that's a leader.
Should have had a goal and assist against Tottenham, and that header he missed. And then the other Rabona cross he done for Rashford, I think that might have been offside, actually.
That would have been a mad thing.
That would have been a mad thing, but
you would never catch Odegaard in that position, and he misses.
But in any case, I see what you're doing. You're trying to take away from Arsenal, because I was actually praising Arsenal and praising Odegaard, and then you've now turned it into your Bruno agenda, bro. You know, everyone's there.
I wasn't.
Yeah. But Bruno, you want to criticize, but Martial, you want to defend in this game. You are sick. You are a sick guy.
Arsenal, again, I asked for more from both of them. You just tried to rubbish one.
More
I'm not rubbishing Bruno.
You never asked for more from Martial. You said that.
You said he was winning fouls in that.
Wow, imagine.
Bruno was winning fouls. Really? Bruno was winning bare fouls, diving and stuff.
Really? You man are going to lie like that? You're going to lie like that in front of the fans?
But hold on.
Did I not say that I wanted... he's okay, but I want more from him? I didn't say that.
No, you said it was a good performance. He held up the ball well.
He won. Shame on both of you. Shame on both of you. Shame on both of you.
I'm glad you said that about the winning fouls here, because that's exactly what he said about Martial. Yeah. Martial was winning fouls. Yet Bruno probably wins the most fouls in your team with his diving and stuff. He was winning bare fouls.
Okay. With his diving?
Why are you not happy? Okay. Why are you not happy when he's winning fouls? You're happy when Martial is winning fouls?
I'm not even going to say no more.
Nasty agenda guy.
I'm not even saying no more. This is shameless for both of you. You know exactly that I said.
You know what? You know what? The only person is shameless from is from your manager, bruv. Yeah?
Nasty. And then the Martial agenda is so strong in him here that he didn't even want to give credit to the new kid that came on and was giving Gabriel nightmares.
Hey, you man are liars!
He wasn't giving him problems. What did he do? He wasn't giving him problems.
You man
then he proceeds to say
something completely different.
But he should have had a pen. I said, but he should have had a pen.
Hey! You two are comedians. You two are comedians.
That's why you two are comedians. That's what you said.
Nasty guy, bro.
You two are comedians, bro. Jesus Christ!
You're the most shameless person going.
This is shocking.
You are the most.
You're putting words in my mouth and ignoring the words I said. No problem.
Pause. No.
Wait, hold on. No. All right. Now, can I actually say? You know what? On paper, right? What Arsenal have got now, right, is that. I wouldn't necessarily say, because they're not champions of anything, so you can't say that. But they have, I say, elite mentality in terms of
course,
they seem to be finding the points and the results where necessary. They did almost the same thing last season until the very end, and it started collapsing, and I think the pressure got too much, which is understandable because that beast that's chasing them, they've made other teams fold too, so it's not a surprise, right? But they're getting there. They're getting there slowly. Like, if this league is more competitive, because I mean, Man City have lost some key players, like people like Mahrez and stuff like that, having those options on the bench.
Yeah, but they
If
brought
this-
Doku and that, bro. You know what I mean? And who's that one from Wolves?
Oh,
Matthias Nunes.
Nunes.
So he's Pep is smart, you know, because he's brought fast dons to switch it up. Do you know what I mean? To switch up the thing, because
I
you know
wanna see how this
when the
goes, 'cause
whole
it is still early days,
Grealish, when
but-
the whole Grealish cutting in thing ain't running, you can just bring on one of them dons to just run it, man. Do you know what I mean? So he's giving himself options. I think United. I think I think City are just gonna be. I don't think they're weaker, to be honest. Not for me,
I mean,
anyway.
they've started way too well, though, innit? Because
Exactly. They don't usually start this well,
They're
so it's
normally
long.
dodgy and run this time.
Exactly. They got four wins. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, they're normally
they ain't even
dodgy
giving
around
man
this time,
the head
bro.
starts they give man. Do you know what I mean? Normally, so it's gonna be political. It's gonna be political. But yeah, for
But yeah,
Arsenal, I
I
think
was gonna say Arsenal. I think that they've grown.
it's positive.
But this is what happens with.
Saka though.
But this is what happens with time.
Needs to pick up.
You know what? I always think a right-footed left back deals with a left-footed right winger better, because you two are you're basically they're both always cut into the same position. So when Saka comes
sometimes
in,
not
it goes
almost
right to a
always.
stronger foot.
Seen a few man get toasted. Although the best one I've seen though was your team, Sean. Yeah, when you had Arbeloa against Barcelona against Messi, when Messi used to actually play on the right wing and he locked him down, boy. And people were like, "Yo, he can lock him down," until he came to Madrid and Messi was cooking him on a regular. He was frying him. But
like,
one good game still.
Anyway, I like what I'm saying, but that's what happens with time. You know, when you give the manager time and give him and back him properly, then you get that.
Although, like I said, Saka, the what's his name, Nketiah thing, yeah, he's a homegrown player. He's cute but louder, innit? You know what I mean?
Rubbish.
You want to be doing this is big boy stuff now. You're in the Champions League now. You want to be challenging for titles.
He chips in with his goals, boy. He chips in with his goals.
Yeah, bro,
You know what?
Not enough.
He's
Not enough.
He's meaty,
To
bro.
win?
He's meaty.
To win the title?
Yeah, he can chip in and goals against Crystal Palace and them, man, there. But you know what I mean?
But you know what?
Sean, would you put him in your squad to try and win a title?
What with my attackers that we've got right now? Behave, brother. I'm talking about your
Thank
team,
you.
not my team.
No. Don't talk about my team. No.
I'm talking about your team. I'm talking about my team.
No,
brother.
don't try it. No.
My team and your team is two different
If
things.
you're
right
trying
now,
to
big
win
man.
the title,
Are you in
I
the
don't
top
know
half
where
of the
my team
table
is,
right
yeah.
now?
No, but I'm asking you a question. If you're trying to win the title, I'm ignoring what you said. That don't concern me. If you're trying to win the title, it's Eddie Nketiah your second striker. The answer is no. No one in their right mind is going to pick it. So if for Arsenal to go to the next level, he can't be there. They need someone else. Obviously, Havertz can't be there either. But you know what I mean?
No. I think that's a bit harsh still, because at the end of the day, if I had to pick between Nketiah and Havertz, I think I'll go more Nketiah than I would go Havertz, if I'm honest. Up top.
Yeah, up top definitely. But I'm picking
Here
most
we
people
go.
against
This is an
over
Arsenal
Havertz.
fan, by the way. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm not even trying to take the mick or anything like that. But it's real talk. Like in real situation like this, where you're trying to win a title.
I hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, when last season, when Nketiah was needed, he was scoring goals, and them same man that are calling him mid was cheering him on, innit? So I'm not interested, fam. Like the man, they're short-term memory, fam.
He came on, he was bagging goals, bro. But when he mattered, he died, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's mid, man. Like, yeah, he done his little thing.
He's mid, but look, he's got more goals than other strikers right now, innit?
Bro, you can say that about most. Do you know what I mean? Like most of these strikers are mid. But you know, I'm glad you're talking about mid strikers and lack of attacks and stuff. Yeah, because let's move on. Yeah, to a team that spent almost £1 billion. Yeah, and is getting done up by Elanga. You know,